And hopefully this is going to be an open conversation, okay? Don't feel like this is going to be a lecture or any webinar of any sorts of those type of sessions that we do at the LITE Center. This is a faculty lounge, and we just wanted to have the opportunity to show you everything that we can work together concerning research and scholarship. So I'm going to get started. And it's not going to be only me, it's going to be lots of people talking about what we offer at the different departments at Westcliff. Before we get started, of course, please keep your microphone muted if you're not speaking. Any questions, feel free to use the chat box, raise your hand, open your mic when you're given the chance to talk. We are going to be recording this as we normally do to share with those who cannot attend. And of course, slides, the links, everything that we are going to be offering today will be shared with you in the PDG newsletter. Now, what is it that we're going to be doing today? We're going to introduce the faculty competencies framework that we are designing as we speak at Westcliff. We are going to provide a clear overview of the framework and how it aligns with the faculty roles in teaching, research, and service. We are going to be also we're going to highlight research and scholarship opportunities at Westcliff University. We're going to be sharing current initiatives and programs designed to foster faculty research, scholarship, and interdisciplinary collaboration. We're going to present available services and resources for faculty research support. So we're going to tell you what you can do, but we're also going to tell you how we can help you. We're going to outline everything, all the guidance available to assist you faculty members in your professional development and research activities. And finally, we're going to explore strategies to advance faculty collaboration and research. So we're going to take a look at some exciting initiatives on the horizon at Westcliff University, and we're going to be discussing a little bit about faculty questions, ideas, and feedback about expanding research engagement within Westcliff academic community. But before we get started, we want to hear from you. I am going to add a link to the chat to a Menti. And I want you to think about the questions that you see right there. What best describes your current research status? Are you actively doing research right now? Are you in the planning or design phase? Are you thinking about working on a proposal? Are you working on a proposal or article? Have you published recently? Or you are not really engaged in research? Research is a word that it's a bit scary for you. You want to do it, you know it's important, but you just don't know how to get started. So you have the link on the chat, you have the QR code on the screen. You can also go to menti.com and use the code that you see on the screen. I'm gonna give you some time to engage with it. If you don't get access to the Menti, I tried so it works. But anyways, you can also use the chat box to share your current status concerning research. I'll go in a minute back to the answers. In the meantime, let's continue the conversation. So we're going to start talking a little bit. My mouse is acting funny, so we'll start about that. We're going to be talking first about the faculty competencies framework, and we're going to have a really short overview what this means. So basically, as you can see here, we have 6, and we have shared that with the whole faculty members. You have provided feedback. 85 people, faculty members, provided their feedback and ideas on how to enhance the faculty competencies framework. Keep in mind that we are designing this framework in a way that it will support professional development, research, scholarship, and evaluations for all faculty members at all the colleges. So, but I want to concentrate today on research and scholarship. So as you can see, we have 6 dimensions and different competencies under those dimensions. But let's concentrate on the dimension of research methodology and the research and scholarship. So this dimension focuses on the faculties on your ability to produce disseminate and apply new knowledge within your field. So it involves a strong command of research methodology, a record of scholarly contributions recognized both internally at Westcliff and externally, and your capacity to guide students through their work, their own research journeys, whether in coursework, thesis, or dissertations. So excellence in these areas advances the frontiers of each discipline, fosters informed, evidence-based instructions, and strengthens the university reputation, of course, as a center of intellectual growth and academic excellence. So within research and scholarship, we can see that we are talking about research methodology. So you have to demonstrate comprehensive expertise in designing, conducting, and analyzing research, ensuring that the methodology that you use is reliable and it generates new knowledge. But we are also talking about scholarly contribution. So how you make meaningful contributions to the field's knowledge base by publishing in high quality research, not only in WIDER, not only presenting at SOAR, which are initiatives that we're going to be discussing in a minute, but also external journals and other important scholarly outlets. So again, have a look at it. This dimension that it applies to everyone, full-time faculty and part-time faculty, deals with not only carrying out research, but also disseminating those new findings. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. And I'm going to ask Laura if you can keep an eye on the chat to see, to have a look at the answers. Okay, so if there are no questions, I can go to the faculty poll and review answers. I'm working with different screens, so I'm going to go ahead and present. Okay, please feel free to add your answers to the Menti. I only have one person. What's happening, people?
So, Eve, the link that you shared goes to the second poll question, but we did
Oh,
have a
good.
couple people share in the chat. We've got 2 people who are actively engaged in research, one person who has recently published, and I do see one person on the poll now who said they have currently not engaged in research.
Okay, thank you so much. That's weird. That's weird. But okay, thank you so much for saying that. Okay, use a checkbox. So interesting. As you can see, we have different status, and that's okay. I know that when you're a teacher, when you're an educator, we spend so much time planning and in the classroom. But the fun part of it and the interesting part of it is that research can take place in your classroom. So we do research when there's a problem in your class and you solve it and you find the solution to it. We do research. So we're going to teach you, we're going to show you today all those outlets that you can have to publish your research and disseminate your findings. So let me just go back then to the presentation. There you go. So, and then I have another one, and then I guess that one you can also, you do get access to it. So the second one says, which of the following will help support your research most right now? So again, use the link that I showed on the chat. Let me just do it again. And I'll go back to the results in a minute. So which of the following will help support your research most right now? Think about your personal specific situation. You're teaching. Do you need time to do research? You do need to be released from other duties to do that? Do you need funding opportunities? You have great ideas, but you need the financial support to do that? Do you need research assistant support? So you know that you want to do it, but you just don't know how to get started, but you need that support to finish? Do you need IRB process guidance? Do you need mentorship, collaboration? You have it all, hopefully, at Westcliff. I want to hear from you. I see Dr. Delfino says funding, time and funding. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's discuss a little bit now about research and scholarship opportunities at Westcliff University. And for that, I'm going to invite Dr. Laura Slivunski to discuss these opportunities that her department offers to Westcliff University faculty members.
Thank you, Evie, and I'm excited to be here today. I think I know several of you in here, maybe not everybody, but I am serving as the Senior Director of Doctoral Affairs and Academic Resources at Westcliff University. I've been here just over 2 years now, and I'm excited to present on this part because we do have a lot of research and scholarship opportunities available at Westcliff. So number one, I'm hoping for many of you, this is just a refresher of information that you already know. But for those of you who may not be aware of some of the opportunities we currently have, excited to share these with you today. I did get a sneak peek at the second poll already in terms of what type of support people need. And we're going to be talking about that in just a little bit. But also, we didn't have it as a formal poll question, but I wanted to see, and you can just put this in the chat, what's the biggest barrier right now that prevents you from engaging in research? That's something I'm curious about. I know somebody already put in here time, and time is probably a barrier for a lot of things that we'd really like to do, right? And research being one of those. So all of these opportunities that you see on the screen here are provided now as collaborative efforts of the LITE Center, the Department of Doctoral Affairs and Academic Resources, and the Department of Global Engagement. So first up, I'm going to highlight the dissertation department collaboration meetings. Evie, I can't move the slides, so if you don't mind moving them forward, that would be great. These meetings are held on the second Monday of every month, primarily now for our dissertation faculty who serve as dissertation chairs and committee members. And the goal of these meetings really is to bring faculty together to ensure that they're aligned on the current dissertation policies, to have faculty share best practices of what's working with their students, and address common challenges, as well as provide updates on the process and what we're learning. These meetings are really great for chairs and committee members to come together. We like to recognize the contributions of the faculty serving to support our dissertation students, also learn what additional types of tools and support they need to be successful. And we also oftentimes bring in experts from around the university to talk on different areas. Some of the ones we recently focused on was research methodology. We've had some additional IRB training. And most recently, which I think has also been a big topic here in Faculty Lounge, is how to use AI effectively for research, right? So just a little plug, if you're not currently serving as a dissertation faculty member and you're interested in knowing what the requirements are or the expectations for both chairs and committee members, please don't hesitate to reach out to the dissertation department at westcliff.edu. We are always looking to get more people involved. And, if it's something that you've done before or you're just curious about, let us know. So next up, this is where we are all today, Faculty Lounge. And Faculty Lounge meets weekly. I love coming to the Faculty Lounge. You never know what to expect when you're here, but it's always a great place to hear from other faculty, get updates from Dr. Lipo or almost Dr. Lipo, exchange ideas with each other in terms of what's happening around the university or even for some of our faculty, what's happening at other universities. And they're bringing that forward for us to discuss too. One of the recent additions to Faculty Lounge I really like is the coffee chats with academic leadership. This has been going very well. We just had Dr. Constant present last week, and it's just lovely to hear from our administrators and to be able to have that engagement and opportunity to connect. I also want to plug the talk series, which is another element that falls in with Faculty Lounge. And just so you know, next week on June 13th, the topic will be From Good to Great, the 5 key skills every university instructor needs. So come back next week for that talk series. Now I want to highlight our Faculty's Fellows program. So this is a program that launched in 2023. We had our first cohort of Faculty Fellows for the 2023-2024 academic year. And the Faculty's Fellows program really is designed to help faculty who do want to do research be able to achieve that with institutional support and resources. Faculty Fellows is open to individual researchers as well as collaborations. And so I did reach out to one of our faculty fellows from that first cohort, Dr. Stephen Outlet. He told me he wasn't going to be able to be here today, but he did share a few quotes with me. And I just wanted to highlight something that he shared was that the Faculty's Fellows Program really helped him focus on his research. As a procrastinator, which I can definitely relate to, he said that the structure really did provide him, the structure he needed to keep moving forward and to be able to ensure that his findings were going to be reliable. I asked him what he's doing now after the Faculty Fellows program, and he shared with me that he's continued to do research based on his Faculty Fellows project. He's actually working with some other faculty at Texas Tech University. So he's been able to continue to build on what he did here as a Faculty Fellow. And that's exciting news for me to hear too. Also wanted to highlight the other two from the other two faculty fellows teams that were one was an individual, Dr. Hamed Tahardist, and then we had the team, Dr. Hojat and Dr. Sharafzada. If you're interested in learning more about their projects, you can go to these links. Also on the next page, there is a QR code that you can scan, and it'll bring up their bios and bring up their project information. So again, there are people who've already been through the Faculty Fellows program here. You can reach out to them, find out what their experiences like, what did they learn, what and see if it's the right fit for you. So just to give a high level overview of Faculty Fellows, while you're going fast, Evie, and I thought I talked fast, but um, it really is intended to create opportunities to support faculty at Westcliff doing research. We do want to foster collaboration. We want to really focus on projects that can help us improve teaching and learning at the university, but it's also open to other research ideas, as you could see from the previous slide, what faculty have done in terms of research. Both full-time and part-time faculty in good standing are eligible to apply. And the application window for the next cohort 2025-2026 it has already opened June 1st through August 1st. And they will find out their designation towards the end of August. And then the Faculty Fellows program will begin for them September 1st through August 31st of next year. The stipends are awarded upon completion of the project and publication. And it is a $3,900 stipend for an individual researcher and $1,950 each for a two-person collaboration team. And that was the QR code there right on the bottom. If you wanted to learn more about the 2023-2024 cohort, you can scan that now. It'll bring up their bios and information. So as I mentioned, you should have received your email yesterday announcing Faculty Fellows Program. It would have came out from marketing. And go on to the next slide. It just kind of shows you the same information that I shared here. What is the Faculty Fellows Program about? It has the application, the button to apply right there. You can also access the information sheet for more information on the program. Gives you everything that you need. But if you have any questions about anything related to Faculty Fellows, please don't hesitate to reach out to library@westcliff.edu. Or you can reach out to me as well, and I will make sure we get you the information that you need.
Laura, there is a question on the chat. Dr. Andrews asks, as a faculty member, can we submit a research project with past students as part of the research team?
Students with it. That's a good question, actually, because Faculty Fellows is really focused on faculty, but if these students have graduated in their faculty, that would qualify. But stay tuned because we actually do have another opportunity that is designed to support faculty and student collaboration. So let me get back to you on that one, Kate, okay? All right, so next up, I am going to turn it over to Dr. Sarah Gray, our Academic Success Manager, and she's going to share a little bit about the Global Cafe.
All right. Hello. So I am talking about an opportunity hosted by the LITE Center and the Department of Global Engagement. The Global Global Cup of Coffee, the Global Faculty Cafe. This event is designed specifically to bring together colleagues from diverse backgrounds and regions. We know we've got faculty all around the world, and so this is a great event that helps us to make sure that we're keeping in conversation and giving us a chance to connect, learn, and engage in meaningful cross-cultural dialogue. So you'll have the opportunity during this cafe to gain new ideas and strategies to enrich your teaching practice while also discovering potential collaborators and research partners. The Global Faculty Cafe features themed breakout rooms where you can dive deeper into topics like building global partnerships, exploring the impact of AI in teaching, and also finding ways to bring what works in the classroom to your own practice. And so if you haven't already, I strongly encourage you to check out the recording from the last session in May, which you can find on the link on the slide. And you can, I hope you'll also consider joining us for the next Global Faculty Cafe, which is in November. These do happen twice a year. So the first one was in May, and then the next one is in November, as you can also see on the slide there. I hope you'll consider joining us. It's a great way to build connections and to stay inspired in your own teaching and research. All right, and turning it over to, I believe it's
Never.
Dr.
Okay, so I'm going to invite now. Thank you so much, Sarah. And I'm going to invite. I'm gonna share the link to the recording. It's just that I don't have access to it right now, but I will share it on the chat. In the meantime, I want to invite Professor Mary Alegre. She is working very closely with the LITE Center to organize the Symposium of Applied Research. So she's going to be talking about that and wider a little bit. So Professor Alegre, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the chance to talk a little bit about one of the most important academic events of Westcliff University, which is the 9th Symposium of Applied Research, and which theme is Innovations in Applied Research, Navigating the Future. And here we are inviting everyone, from faculty, students, staff, and all researchers at Westcliff University and other educational institutions to present. So far we are in the call for proposals, and this call for proposals is ending on June the 30th. So we have around 25 more days. So you have the chance, if you are, maybe you already have a research completed, or if you have a project that you would like to share with all of us. So that this is the great opportunity to present. This is only 20 minutes, and in which you are going to be involved and engaging with students, with other faculty. It's time to also for networking as well. And we are all expecting to have you on October the 9th. This is a Thursday. Students won't have classes that day, and this is important that all of you faculty know that you don't need to teach that night, and you'll be allowed to attend the 9th Symposium of Applied Research SOAR. What else? Oh, very important, for those articles which are chosen, I would like to tell you that presenters will receive a badge, okay, the SOAR digital badge. So you can, have this verifiable credential and show, colleagues that you have been involved in this event and on research. Okay. So the next slide. Thank you. So now, as the editor-in-chief of WIGER, I would like to show you also another way in which you can participate and be involved in research dissemination, and it is our beautiful journal, Westcliff International Journal of Applied Research. I would like to tell you that we'll be calling for articles very soon this month. And I would like to thank one of our, both associate editors for WIGER, Dr. Colin, and also Rachel Sieber, and for their help every year with the journal. And I would like to emphasize that for new authors, for new researchers, we have a special plan in which first-time authors are assisted by me or by the Writing Center. The Writing Center has been supporting us as well when we need them. I mean, they are there, and not only for students but also for faculty who need, you know, some kind of assistance. Next slide, please. Okay, so here you can see the links for you to, if you want to know more about the journal, about our submissions. We already, you know, deliver the volume number 9 issue, the spring issue, last February, and now we're going to also to show the next the summer issue. Okay, I think in about 10 days we'll be ready, and you will find this this issue published on YJAR website. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so I also wanted to highlight, as Mary was presenting SOAR, going back to Kate's question, SOAR is a great opportunity for faculty and students to present together. So that is an area where we do accept collaborative faculty-student proposals. Also, research colloquium. So as you can see here, there's information TBD on research colloquium. So I want to explain a little bit about that. Research colloquium used to be, or was originally combined with SOAR. And just toward the end of last year, beginning of this year, we talked about really separating the two and making the research colloquium more focused on really highlighting student research, and not just doctoral research, but students at any level at Westcliff University who want to be engaged in research with faculty or just get faculty support, faculty feedback. So before Jody Crawford, our librarian, left, we were kind of in the brainstorming phase of what this is going to look like going forward. And this is an area where I'd really love to get faculty input and faculty feedback. So again, feel free to reach out. But the intention of the colloquium, it is a virtual event, but really to create the opportunity to encourage students to do research, encourage students to connect with faculty, but really have a forum where students can come present their ideas, get feedback from faculty, maybe possibly connect with other students or faculty who want to be their research partners. As you see here on the screen, there's a lot of benefits for both the attendees and the presenters. Again, this is an area that we are kind of trying to explore. What is that going to look like going forward? So if you have ideas or would even like to be involved in a planning committee for the research colloquium, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. So next up, we're going to talk a little bit about support and resources that are available at Westcliff University. So I know, going back to the poll question, I knew where the variety was when we were first there. It looked like a lot of people wanted funding opportunities, possibly some mentorship and collaboration. And I did see in the chat that one of the things most people struggle with is finding time to do research. So unfortunately, we can't help you out with the time component of it, but we do have a lot of other support and resources already available at Westcliff that we do want to highlight today. So first and foremost, anyone who conducts research at Westcliff University should become very familiar with our Institutional Review Board. Dr. Kate Andrews is our IRB chair, and we have a very great committee of faculty members who serve to support and review research. Primarily right now, we do review mostly dissertation research from students, also faculty fellows research. Every now and then we have additional research applications come in from people who may be doing their dissertation at another institution but work here. But again, the IRB is your friend, really, and we are there to support you. I just worked with the committee on a calibration activity, and over the last year, if you have been involved with IRB at all, you've noticed that there's been a lot of improvement in terms of the resources available, updates to the website, supplemental resources to help students fill out the application, help faculty fill out the application. I know, Kate, since you're on here, I'd let you give a plug for IRB if there's anything that you want to share. She might not be still on here, so I don't want to put her on.
I'm on.
Okay.
I really encourage you all to provide feedback to us. We are in a continuous, as always, state of improvement. And I think we've come a long way, but there's always room for improvement in everything we do. And our mission is to help make sure that all research is done ethically. And I know that that's your goal also. That's
Thank you,
it.
Kate. I do want to recognize, so on the committee, we have Dr. Scott Truddock, Dr. Tatiana, who's with us today. Dr. Dahlia has just recently, Hannah has recently joined as a new member, and we are in the process of hiring a new external member reviewer for the IRB.
And
So the
Dr.
website
Lance Caldwell.
and Lance Caldwell, yes, thank you. Dr. Lance Caldwell as well. The website link is on the slide here. You will find resources, including the video right on the front page there that kind of walks you through the entire IRB application process. So don't be afraid of the IRB. We are here to help you. And then I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Gray.
Hello. You have probably heard me talk endlessly about the Writing Center and our resources, but I'm here today also to talk to you about the library. So first, the Westcliff Library and Digital Resources Center provides all kinds of different resources to help you locate credible, high-quality information for your research and teaching. One of the great things about it is that all of the resources are available online, so you don't actually have to come to campus to find hard copies. So it's easy to access like all the books and articles and databases that you need from anywhere. You have access to Perlego through the library, so thousands and hundreds of thousands of books right through the library there. And then also our 6 databases are accessible to you there as well. You can visit our digital resources by clicking the link here on the left of the slide. And this is also, of course, in your gapped shell. So basically you have everything that you need to get into the library just very easily. And you also have a link to the publication support for the YJAR journal within the library. Second, the Writing Center is another excellent resource for faculty. If you can go back to the previous slide, Eve, thank you. The Writing Center is another excellent resource for faculty. Despite it usually being thought of as something that's only for students, we absolutely are here for faculty as well. You are welcome to submit your own work, whether it's a conference proposal, a journal article, grant application, or even course materials. We're happy to look over those for you. Those would be things that either I or our doctoral writing specialist would be more than happy to look over for you. The Writing Center also offers resources like frequently asked questions that you have a link for there on the slide. And then we also have APA resources and then general academic writing tutorials available for not only you, but of course also your students. I definitely encourage you to take advantage of these digital resources and then reach out to the Writing Center for any writing and research support that you might need. And then also let me know if you have any questions about how to connect with these services if you're not sure. Really the basic thing is just submit it to the Writing Center. And if I see that it is a faculty member instead of just a student, then I will ensure that it either comes directly to me or it gets to one of the, a proper reviewer instead of just going, willy-nilly to whomever. So again, feel free to ask any questions that you might have about that. Actually, any questions about that? Okay. And now we can go ahead to the next slide. Faculty writing circles. As many of you may have heard me mention, the Writing Center is in the process of launching faculty writing circles. So these circles are basically, they're fully online and designed to be just a low pressure, low pressure, giving everybody a designated space to come together and focus just on writing. So essentially like a co-working space. Whether you're working on a research article, developing course materials, or refining administrative writing, the writing circles are here to support you in that. They're also a great place to improve the quality of your writing through peer and staff feedback, so you can strengthen your work and also feel more confident in your writing process. So you'll also have the chance to share your goals, receive light optional support from the Writing Center staff. These circles they're meant to foster a sense of community and provide you with focused time for writing projects. And to help us design these sessions in a way that best meets your needs, we'd really love to hear your thoughts. So you'll see a link for a brief interest survey. And also many of you also will have seen an email that will have come out to you last week. I did receive some response from this, but I'm hoping to maybe see a little bit more feedback based on the link that you see on this email. And if I might go ahead and send out that email again to see if I can get a little bit more interest. So again, this is just a very, very brief interest survey to help us determine how these will just kind of shape out. By filling out this survey, you are not signing up to take part in one of these circles. You're just helping us to understand what type of thing that you would like to see get built here at Westcliff, whether or not you would be taking advantage of it. So this would be something that would help us out. All right. And then as far as publication support and collaboration, we also do have a kind of a collaboration hub, if you will. So as you can see from the link on this slide, if you're interested in a collaborative project with other faculty, we have a publication support page. On this page, you're going to be able to see which individuals at Westcliff University are working on research projects and maybe looking for collaborators. So this is a great way to find colleagues with similar interests and join forces on new or ongoing research. So you can list your own research project to see if others are interested in collaborating with you. To get your project listed, you can fill out the request form that's linked here on the slide. You must make sure that you're using your Westcliff email address to access the form. Your project should appear on the page within 1 to 3 business days. So we don't have any current active projects that are up right now. Hopefully hopefully we'll get some soon. But to explore these opportunities or to list your research, again, just visit the page on the link shown in the slide. And hopefully we'll get some research projects up and listed soon so that we can see some collaboration coming out of this slide or this site. And that is all I have.
So we do have a couple questions here. I'm just going to put these up for now so we can go ahead and get through the slides, but give you some time to maybe think about them. When we wrap up the presentation, we'd love to hear from you if you have collaborated with other faculty at Westcliff. How did that experience go? How did it influence your research? And how have you involved students in collaborative research projects at Westcliff, in the Westcliff community? So just think about that for now. I think Eve is going to present on Acorn.
Thank you so much. That we are working really hard on, so because we're sending emails and communications on how we're working really hard to place all the information that we're sharing with you today and everything dealing with faculty on the Office of Faculty Affairs website, which is Acorn. Acorn is your to-go place for finding any information that you need. And we are now working on creating portfolios for every single faculty member. So when we start doing research, when you do research, you can upload your research on Acorn and share with other faculty members. So we're still, it's still in the works. I just wanted to give you the news that you will be able to have a portfolio where you can upload anything dealing with research all the presentations at SOAR, any also teaching effectiveness artifacts that you are creating, anything that showcases your skills as a researcher and as an educator. Okay, sorry, Laura, the floor
All
is yours
right,
now again.
so just to wrap up our presentation for today, we want to present two coming soon features at Westcliff University. Dr. Signoff is here to present on the McKinney Global Research Impact Award.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to talk about this a little bit. It's very, very near and dear to our hearts, as you can imagine. I know many of you will remember Dr. McKinney, and he was our previous provost. And if there's one thing that he believed in, it was the power of global education. And he really understood the potential of what our students could do if they just had the opportunity to put forward their ideas, to change lives. He understood that education and research is really critical to breaking down borders. And I think that we see that more and more as we get into our own careers. So he wasn't just an education leader, he was a champion of research, and he believed in research that matters. And so research that communities can benefit from, that our students benefit from. And so what we were hoping is that this Global Faculty Award, or this Global Research Impact Award, I should say, would be presented annually. It would be given to a faculty member or a student or a team from each college. And it's research that's really demonstrating exceptional global relevance and impact, as you can see here, a commitment to the benefit of humankind, contributions that elevate our university's global reputation, and research that empowers communities, informs policies, and improves lives. So it's going to be rewarded annually. It will be in summer. It will be in the sum of $500. That would be one award for each college. And the winners would actually be invited to the graduation, which is why we want to do it in the summer. So the proposed recipients will be presented to Dr. Lee for his final approval. And we're very, very hopeful that we would be able to get one of Dr. McKinney's faculty, I've got faculty on the brain, family members to come and present the award, and also for those recipients to be able to talk very briefly about the experience of this research and what the impact has been. So we're very, very excited. I think this award really symbolizes who Dr. McKinney was. And I think it's not just about academic inquiry, but it really is a bridge to understanding. It's a catalyst for change, and it's a legacy that we build together as faculty and students. So we're very excited that this is coming. If you want more information, please don't hesitate to contact me. And thank you, Laura, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Diana. And last but not least, just want to give you a little sneak peek into the future at Westcliff. Westcliff is currently exploring global ranking opportunities for the university. One of the companies that is being reviewed is QS. So I did a little digging into what QS requires in terms of faculty research and academic reputation. So I wanted to share this with you just kind of as a highlight of what's coming soon. Probably if we move down this path for sure, additional information will be shared. But if you have time and take a look, so under the research and discovery lens with QS, it really does focus on citations per faculty, citations per paper, papers per faculty. And I noticed there was a question in the chat earlier about what publications, do we rank the publications that we want faculty to publish in? Currently, I am not aware if we do at the college level, so that I would have to turn over to our academic leaders and get back to you. But if we do go with QS for the Global Ranking Initiative, they partner with Elsevier and the Scopus database. And I included the link here for the content coverage guide of Scopus. But there's a lot of journals in there that are included, and I think that's what probably receives priority from their perspective. So maybe just begin familiarizing yourself with that. And as I mentioned, more information to come soon as we move down this path. On a last note, though, if we are going to pursue global ranking and we do go with QS, it will be helpful for all of our faculty, if you have not already done so, to register for your org ID. And your org ID actually just serves as your unique identifier for you can upload your work that you've already completed, publications, anything that, and if you're affiliated with Westcliff University, those citations then get accounted for with Westcliff University. So I registered for mine yesterday, and it's a very short process to register. But then the real work comes in because you have to actually load your work to your profile. If anybody on here has done that and wants to talk about it, love to hear how that works for you. But it is a very simple process. So I'd like to encourage everybody, just take a minute, go to the link, read about it, go ahead and set your profile up, add your Westcliff University affiliation, and we'll get more information to you in the future. So that wraps up our part of it. And we definitely still have more time for questions.